They run the last time because of this.
And we're live.
We are live.
The
Somewhere. Somewhen.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Are we definitely live?
Yes, we're definitely live. See us live.
We're live.
Orange live button.
Oh, it says live in the corner, so we must be live.
Yeah, I'm watching it. Yeah,
I am alive.
You are alive.
I think I'm alive.
So whose bright idea was this to watch a full-on feature-length film at this time of night?
So it's sort of split into two because it's
we're probably gonna have to, man.
45 minutes. Whatever.
I did not realize it was 1 hour and 40 minutes. I thought it was like.
Is it?
Yeah, I thought it was like. I thought it was like 70 minutes max. I thought it was like a reasonable length comedy.
All right. I think the shortest film I've ever seen is probably Men in Black, which was like 80 minutes. 80 minutes. I wanted my money back, so I went to the cinema to see it.
Is that only 80 minutes?
It's about 80 minutes, isn't it?
No way.
I was like, Christ, I want like 5.
Going after Google Men in Black runtime.
I'm sure it's about 80 minutes.
Jesus.
This is it.
Can you hear us all right? Because I'm on a laptop tonight. So
I can hear you fine.
Am I right?
Men in Black's runtime is 1 hour and 50 minutes. So I don't know where you 80 minutes from.
How Men in Black 2? You check out Men in Black 2.
Men in Black 2 is 1 hour and 28 minutes, and Men in Black 3 is 1 hour and 46 minutes.
I must be number 2, but I must have just enjoyed it that much. It just flew by.
Right.
Or I fell asleep. I fell asleep going crap.
That's absolutely ages since I watched it. Is there a third one? Is it?
Yeah, there's 3.
Third one. I think Josh Brolin's in it. Josh Brolin's like a young.
Yes.
What's he called? Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Of course, he is. Yeah.
Is he Vinnie Jones?
Aye. What? Who's he? J? F?
K.
F. It's K. I can't remember.
Tommy Lee Jones is K.
Remember Z.
And
T.
T.
Will Smith's.
He's J, isn't he? Because he's got to be like a cool character. Because J is like a cool. It's like a cool letter, isn't it?
I think they go back to the 60s, and Josh Brolin's like a young Tommy Lee Jones. Pretty good. That was pretty good. That one.
That's good.
I've just checked Super Troopers. I didn't realize Super Troopers is actually it's quite old. It's like from 2001.
Oh yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
I just saw
that's probably the last time I watched it in 2001.
I've just watched the trailer for the new one. The first 5 minutes is free to watch. It looked really good. And I didn't realize there was so much time between the two films.
Oh yeah. Is it all the same people in the new one?
Yeah.
Brian Cox?
Yeah, they're in the next one.
Like father and all that.
So it's him off American Pie. Scott, is it Scott? Stifler. He's never changed. Looks exactly the same.
He just plays Stifler in everything he's in. He's
probably still a
character. He just plays Stifler. He's like John Wayne.
He's like Van Wilder. He just like 38, but he's still at college.
He doesn't age. He just carries on playing the same character every movie.
Better than the people.
It's bizarre.
Right. So shall we?
We're gonna
have a look. Have a butchers.
We're gonna split this into 2 parts, because I've got to get up in the morning and drive to Blackpool, so I'm gonna have to definitely split it into 2 parts. I think.
Blackpool.
It should be a laugh.
Are you getting another promotion?
Not yet.
Just clarify, right? You've got like the best job in the world where you give yourself promotions every 6 months.
If only that was true.
And you have to interview yourself and give yourself a pay rise.
I wish that were true. Anyway, moving swiftly on. Right. So, is everybody Everybody is 0. Yeah.
Yep.
No, hang on. Oh shit! I've got to put a password in. Oh,
I was one who has the job stopped.
I've got my PIN number. I'm being a responsible. See, I'm responsible.
Actually, I've got a bit of news. You know how, Stephen, you know how you've been like working on the recorded vid, our first recorded video, and you sound like someone's died on the video, right?
Well,
it's like
you said sound disgruntled.
Well, you're disgruntled.
I want you to sound disgruntled, not down in the dumps, man. Like.
I think of the daily battles.
The most, the greatest film franchise I've ever loved in my life.
It's slowly just grinding you down. It's grinding you down day by day.
You sound so sad. You got to be up for the fight, man. And it's all constructive criticism.
It's a good thing because actually it looks like they've been collared for plagiarism. You know, it's like
for a bit of context, the video that Stephen's recorded with he has got the worst mic in the world, by the way. I don't know why you always sound like you're in a tin box somewhere. It's about the Crystal Fox plagiarism from
the Crystal Fox. Yeah.
So I haven't listened. I know you sent us it. Does it sound all right? The audio, does it? Does it sound?
Yeah, it sounds a lot better.
Sounds
good. I will tell people now who may listen to it because I'll upload it as soon as.
Just upload it, right?
The sound is quite tinny.
Yeah, I tried my best to boost it and EQ it as best I could, but as soon as if you've got a low audio like that, and you boost it, it picks everything up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like so I had to denoise it and whatever.
You probably hear the microwave and the washer on, and
you can hear his dog snoring and
the dog snoring.
So I boosted it as high as I could.
You might actually hear that in a minute. He's just laid down next to us.
There you go. I'm not going to ask why. Don't want to hear about your dogging activity on it.
Swiftly on.
Right? Okay. Oh, yeah. Right.
Are we pressing?
Because it's getting long now, like.
Yeah.
Go.
What? 3, 2, 1, go.
Go. Right. Oh. And we have
about 3 seconds ahead of each other, yeah.
We hope so. But it wouldn't be the same if I went.
I know.
We're never on time, over.
No.
This is going to be a tough watch on my phone.
You're watching it on your phone?
I'm going to have to. I haven't got the other iPad.
Oh. Can't even remember this week.
Download Netflix on your Xbox and sit and watch it on the telly.
Well, I can go because everyone's gone to bed. I can go in the living room and watch on the telly, but I'll probably cause too much noise talking. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm underneath the bed, and everyone will be able to hear us.
I like the guitar. It's nice.
But just to clarify, I've got Netflix on my Xbox, on the TV, on the iPad. It's on 2 phones. Yeah. it's on everything.
You're electric, though. Jesus.
Oh, so is this the guy with the he was going out with thingy Hendrix? What's it called?
Justina Hendrix.
Yeah, he's married to her, isn't he? Him.
Yeah. Jonathan Errand, I think it is. I
googled her afterwards and I totally recognised her. I know. I couldn't remember who she was on when we're doing the STD commentary, but I googled her and I totally recognised her.
Oh. Well, these lads look like they're having a good time. They're stoned off the tip.
You know, this reminds me, you know, when obviously we didn't go around smoking pot or anything, but you know, like back in the day, like we'd be grabbing Stephen's old banger, like it would be like if his dad's Montego or something, or like would be in his pink Noda with the dodgy electrics, and we'd just be driving around aimlessly, you know, and probably get pulled over by the cops for having a headlight out. I think there was one night we got pulled over 3 times because he had a headlight out.
Yeah.
There was one night that stopped me, and we've been to the shop to get some for watching the football, and they stopped me, and they were in an unmarked car, and then just flashing their headlights. It is, and he says to us, he says, I was flashing my lights at you. Why didn't you pull over? And I goes, well, we're not exactly in the most sort of gentrified area of the city. If someone was flashing the lights at you in an unmarked car, would you pull over?
I'd say, how much, madam? How much? How much for £5.20?
I dread to think.
Oh, I'd rather have a kebab.
Just have one.
Dirty gets.
Kirsty was Kirsty. That's my good lady wife, by the way. She decided that she couldn't be bothered to cook tonight, so she stand in the kitchen. She got the mince out the fridge and everything, and went. Looked at me and then went, "I can't be bothered. Go to the chippy and get a kebab."
Why not?
So I ended up coming back with 2 pizzas, a tray of kebab meat, and a bag of chips.
Oh my God. Jesus, man. All the humanity.
If I lived that close,
be as big as
you live across the road from the chippy, don't you?
I'd probably have a tent like inside the chip shop. I'd probably have a loyalty card. Yeah.
You'd have that newly built shaggin' wagon of yours parked outside.
Shaggin' wagon. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Is this the meow scene?
No.
Or is that later on?
That's later on.
Yeah.
Come along, meow.
Yeah, come along, meow. Yeah.
Is this why he licks the window?
The great touch.
Yes, the snozberry.
The snozberry tastes like
snozberries.
It's off Charlie the Chocolate Factory, isn't it?
No, I Charlie the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah. He's smile.
That's great.
Yeah, he's in the in the second one. They're in the band, and he's a bass player.
Who is?
Him with the sunglasses on.
Oh,
him with the tash.
The copper.
Yeah, the copper with the tash. He's and they're all in the band on this bus, and the bus gets pulled over. Yeah, Super Troopers 2. The bus gets pulled over, and Stifler is like one of the troopers, and he goes on board to see what's because I think they're all like high as a kite, and they're all playing music like in a band. Aye, they're really funny. Not good.
Yeah, we'll have to try and watch it.
Yeah, watch that.
Steve, maybe you sent a tweet out about the live stream.
It should have went out as part of the launching of this live stream.
No, is it a link link? Is it?
It's set up to go out. You can, as you go live, you can set it to send a tweet, and should have sent a tweet.
Yeah.
You never know. It might have some followers.
I shall have a look on Twitter and see if any of our loyal followers have had a look.
This is absolutely hilarious. It's just insane. It's like, what's going on?
You smile. Hi guys.
How do you write that? Like getting, like,
you should know how long their torches, the flashlight. See how long it is.
His face, man. You are freaking out, man.
Freaking out, man.
Just ate a bag of
eat a full bag of weed.
Yeah. But it's butchered it a bit.
There's a gobbledygook.
No, it's just, it doesn't tell you.
Literally.
YouTube. It doesn't tell you that you've run out of characters.
Oh, God.
On Twitter?
Yeah. Well, it's on YouTube when you take it out. So it doesn't link, it links in, but it doesn't tell you that you've run out of characters on YouTube. So when you hit enter, you think, all right, I've got enough characters, let's put the tweet out. But YouTube needs to stop including links in your character count.
Right.
Absolutely free in this thing. With God.
You gotta have some aviator shades on you.
Oh, I've got loads of aviators, man.
Yeah, it's like part of the uniform, isn't it?
Oh, it's fine. Chips.
It's got a doll. A blow up doll, is it?
It's a big one.
Decoy? Like a pilot or something.
Takes it off me. He's a copper. He's a copper. He's the off or something.
Yeah. I just remember that just brings back memories of Airplane where he clicks the autopilot on, and it all just inflates.
Yeah,
it's like
sitting there. My favourite scene in Airplane where they're queuing up to like hit is it the woman? I think it's the woman to like, shut her up. Like baseball bats and bloody knives and chainsaws and guns.
Oh yeah, trying to calm down. Yeah.
Did you guys think I'd fallen asleep earlier?
I thought I hadn't heard from you in about 3 hours. I thought you were asleep or
no. I was just busy. I was just
I was starting to think it was going to be the Disgruntled 2.
I know. No,
the Disgruntled and Lonely 2.
We should just call ourselves a Disgruntled because just in case we want to have anybody else on, do you know what I mean? It's going to be. It's going to be like it's the Disgruntled 3 and such and such.
Whoever comes on is obviously like a special guest. So.
What about your conversation with random game user the other night? That was pretty cool.
Oh, Mecca Random.
Yeah, you are like having a good old conversation, a good old chin wag.
If you're listening, hi.
It's
I can't believe he's actually been to Newcastle before.
Oh yeah, that's right. I should be the town and should be Scotland. Yeah, I was well impressed with that. I really
understand the accent.
It's really good.
Yeah. Nice. But she was on today. She was talking about Star Trek again and
snowberries taste like blueberries.
He's looking the window. Yeah, there's like a promotional. There's a promotional photograph of it's got like all of the captains in a row.
I've seen it.
And it's got what's it called? Soniqua Green. Maggie Spock.
It's not Soniqua Martin Green. It's Maggie Spock with character.
Maggie Spock. Yeah, it's not the actor's fault. She's like at the front.
Yeah.
Basically, she's not a captain.
Yeah.
So really, it should be the captain of Discovery who's there, really. And she's like been done for treason and like mutiny. Oh, what's that? Syrup. Maple syrup.
Must be maple syrup. But I'm sure when I've got the DVD, and I'm sure on the commentary, it's not actually maple syrup that I'm chugging. It's slightly frozen iced tea.
Yeah, it won't be
slightly frozen to give it like the consistency of syrup.
So it looks thick, right? I don't think they could. I don't think they could look at that way.
Don't forget to cup the balls. Doing it wrong. You got to relax the jaw, open the throat. Don't forget to cup the balls.
Don't forget about the balls.
Sorry, what was saying about the picture of the captains?
Just random was looked real pissed. Really pissed.
I've seen a video. I watched it where she used the C word. I loved that. Like, it was great.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous, really. You know, it's.
You can see how passionate she was.
They're just taking the piss. I think they're just really dividing the fan base. You know, whoever like the old Star Trek can piss off. Really, that's what they're saying. Really.
Now it's funny. Somebody on I think it was the High Council last night. They mentioned. I think I heard it. I was listening on the way to work and. Someone that's great. Someone met.
That wasn't intended, was it? That didn't look intended. That. Just hit him right in the face. That was off the cuff. That one.
Yes, the teacher, Brian Cox coming in. Not to be confused with Professor Brian Cox. Yeah. I was saying like on the High Council that somebody mentioned, I don't know if I heard it right, but this was like Dr. Smack Talk's wet dream. I think it was Jeff from World Class Bullshitters mentioned about trying to get Doomcock and Razor Fist on the same live stream to talk about Star Trek.
Oh, that'll be quality, wouldn't it?
That'll be epic. That'll be absolutely brilliant.
That would be pay per view. I'd pay for that. Though.
Yeah, Stephen, it's father. He's coming in.
Even no, he's a great actor.
Brian Cox. Oh, is he? Absolutely.
Is that Brian Cox?
Yeah.
He's in like X-Men and.
He's in everything.
The Bourne Identity.
Sure, definitely. Yeah. He was a Manhunter. Played Hannibal Lecter.
Well done.
Hopkins. He's who wants cream? He's in nobody wants no cream. Okay, he's in everything.
No cream.
He's in loads of stuff. Yeah. Stephen, you should grow it at the touch like father. Like I think you should grow one.
Oh.
You could actually be in Super Troopers.
I have on several occasions when I've had a shave, left a mustache.
I think we've all done that. We've all done that.
And walked into the sitting room where the wife is taking one look at me and immediately frog washed me back into the bathroom. And stood over me and gave it off.
Yeah. Like you should be on some list.
This is actually another interesting part of the film. Yeah, is that Brian Cox is actually diabetic. And,
is he?
Right.
And the bar of soap's not actually a bar of soap. It's a bar of white chocolate, and he actually just picks it up, bites it in half, and spits it out all over one of them. And they're like, he did it with it. He totally improvised it without saying anything to them. And then
I get the impression that most of this film is improvised, to be honest.
You can tell whether it's sort of keeping the laughs in, where it's not actually scripted.
Anyway, I've just checked the chat. It's lighting up.
It's lighting up.
We've had an influx of super chats.
One or two?
None.
0. We have a grand total of none.
Well, I love the fact we've got seven subscribers, and one of them is random.
Random, awesome. I know, like a random.
YouTube celebrity is one of our subscribers.
She's probably the most famous person I've ever talked to, like ever. She is. Yeah.
She's good crack. Like she likes a bit of chat. She's good.
I think she's watching Farscape.
Farscape. I've never gone into
that. I watched it. I got to about halfway through. It was pretty good. It went a bit crazy. I think it's sort of.
Here's the meow stuff.
Farscape has some great ideas in it. But I think it went a bit bonkers.
I look like a caddy or a match. I don't know. Tree to tree.
Timmy mess. Meow.
You stop laughing, right? Meow. Meow.
Yeah, it's meow.
I was actually working at Blockbuster when this was out.
Yeah.
I'm sure one day I was on the till and decided to do the cat game with the customer. Busy Saturday night and the three of us.
I miss Blockbuster.
I'm like, is that all meow? You don't want any popcorn?
I like Blockbusters. I used to go in and see what new movies or games look good.
That just shows you how old this film is. Like the fact that Stephen was working at Blockbusters.
2001.
When it came out.
Yeah.
Blockbusters is long gone now, isn't it?
Yeah, I used to go in, like, make a list of what films look really good, and then go home and stream them.
Blockbusters is no more.
That's right.
The Blockbuster doesn't exist anymore.
The internet killed places like that.
Yeah. They never adapted, really, did they? They never sort of
got lost.
or modernized.
Razorfist, I think, did a video on like the demise of Blockbuster not too long ago. And basically, Blockbuster had the chance to buy Netflix.
Really?
But they decided that their own app and website was superior in every way. Yet it was the most horrible and non-user friendly sort of website and app ever.
Right. I remember late on just before he just fell off the car. He just slid off the bonnet. I remember they started a service where you could like get your videos or DVDs posted to you, and then you would just post them back. But by then, I think it was too late. I think by then it was too late, and people were downloading.
It was interesting. That was a bit ropey.
Yeah, I think it was just sort of too late, too little, too late, really.
Even you should make me a moderator for the chat. It's getting a bit unruly in the chat. Like, it needs a bit of moderation. give us the wrench.
You're going to administrate.
Calm people down. It's getting a bit out of hand.
Yeah. I think if we ever get a super chat right, whoever gives a super chat should be like the honorary member of the Disgruntled 3. So make the Disgruntled 3 starring whoever, whatever.
Someone gives us a super chat, they can come on here every time we're on and be actually on the stream.
I heard like that slap. Was it sack slap you happy?
Sack slap
you happy. The Disgruntled 3 start introducing Slag Slappy Happy.
I tell you were talking. It was in that chat with Random. It was like Grand Moff Targan, who I see chatting all the time on some of the streams.
Oh yeah, he's following. Yeah, I think he's following me as well. I followed him.
Cool. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I've never really noticed him. Has he been around a while?
I just hear his name because he's got such a funny name. I hear him when he super chats people like. He's on the bullshitters and that because they've got the muff thing. They keep saying muff all the time.
Yeah,
he's on there and it's always because his name's so funny. It stuck out when I see him talking. I was like, if that's the same guy, it's quite cool.
Right.
But,
having a bit of a scuffle, aren't they? Bit of a.
Oh, this is hilarious, man. I've been a bit lax on my Twitter because I've just started a new Twitter up for this specifically because my other Twitter's all about music and I didn't want to mix the two things up really because it was getting a bit messy.
So much.
I've separated them and I don't want specifically for this in this area. Pop culture stuff. Yeah, but it's going to take us a while to grow it again. With two hats on. Brilliant. What's he off again? The other chief guy. What's he off again? He's in loads of stuff.
Loads of stuff. Trying to
remember. When he gets killed and things, doesn't he?
He always dying things.
He always kills a bit of a dick, a bit of a knob, and he always gets killed.
Bit of a knob.
I'm trying to think what I saw him. Battle Royale. It's brilliant. It's like a script out of forward. This it's like you've got the football, with like the one team against the other one. It's just basic concepts, but there's a lot of improv. Really funny.
I think it's I think it's the improv that makes the film really makes it work. You see Jim Carrey, the things Jim Carrey does off the cuff is just unreal. And they keep it in if you keep it in the movie, it just makes the film just so much better.
Happy accidents, but it's spontaneous comedy.
Yeah.
That's funny, man. So, have you seen this latest stuff about Ryan Johnson? Then he's
yeah, I was going to say, as he sort of as the shit hit the fan, and as he sort of
they're kind of like sacked. I think they're trying to make him go quietly and hoping people don't notice, but it's too far gone now. He's pissed too.
The thing that definitely cancelled the next trilogy that he was.
Well, it's like there was 3 things with him, wasn't it? This week there was like he slagged off Meg Zero.
Yeah.
You ever see Meg Zero before?
Oh yeah.
When I was talking about the hype train for The Last Jedi, and like I was saying, like everyone was buzzing going into The Last Jedi. It was because of people like Meg Zero, like just going uber hype, like right. Just literally talking pure bollocks. But like I was lapping it up, it was great, and that's fine. No, but and then he came out and like basically bullied him on Twitter, which is absolutely shocking. He's the most like passive YouTuber ever. He just doesn't get into anything, doesn't comment on nothing.
Right.
His Twitter's locked down. He's like the last guy who should be going after, and he hasn't even mentioned it. Like Zero, he's never even acknowledged that it's happened.
Why did he? So why has he done that for? Why do you think he's done that?
Ryan Johnson.
Yeah.
He's an absolute prick.
There's a bit.
Ego mania.
So instead of sort of listening to the fans, he sort of goes the opposite way and he's just so stubborn.
He's so egotistical. I mean, he can't handle any sort of criticism. He thinks he's absolutely great, and anything he says is correct, and everybody else is wrong.
So
I'm a moderator. Thanks, Steve.
All right. You think he was actually serious about making another trilogy? You think he was like, yeah, and even though it would be like pure shite, you think he'd like still go ahead and do it?
Well, that's the thing. It's like the Disney execs aren't stupid. I like to think they're not stupid, and like
as soon as they lose profit,
for every person that's vocal on Twitter and on YouTube, there's thousands of others that aren't, and they feel the same way.
Yeah,
I was one of those people until we just started doing this stuff, and I absolutely detested The Last Jedi. I thought it was sacrilege. I never went and told Ryan Johnson that on Twitter though, and I never went on YouTube or anything like that. I just sat at home disgruntled.
Just put over it being disgruntled.
Yeah.
But I suppose you can only take so much, and the only way that the execs will listen is when it starts to lose money, really.
Well, yeah,
so maybe the sort of they're starting to listen now and get rid of him, get rid of Kathleen Kennedy, and then whatever. Maybe
we're gonna have to do something because it's just gonna die if they don't. There's no point in making Star Wars movies if they're involved.
You think George Lucas will come back?
Oh, 100% no.
Not think he would, no.
Oh no, never in a million years. Well, he couldn't really. I mean, they paid him $4 billion to get rid of him. It would be a bit ridiculous him coming back.
If they asked him to come back, it would be kind of admitting defeat, wouldn't it? We don't know what to do with it. We don't have any vision. We need to go back to George.
It wouldn't matter if he come back.
Who would actually take over? Who would be brave enough to try and fix it? You can't fix it, really.
Kathleen Kennedy was in charge of, she was like one of the main editors for all the books and stuff.
Really?
The expanded universe. Yeah, if you look at some of the old books, I mean.
But has she not just put a name on it?
It's got
She's good at that.
She's good at that, yeah.
Give us a second, I've got my bookshelf sorted out now.
Yeah, her name's all over Indiana Jones and Back to the Future and everything, man. It's just...
I remember I was watching behind the scenes of Jurassic Park, and I think she was involved in that.
All of them?
I don't know how much, but so maybe the coffee maker, or the tea maker.
So he did that, and then it's come out, I think it was today, he's making a murder mystery movie with Daniel Craig called Knives Out.
Right.
He's obviously not.
He's not doing.
He's not focused on his trilogy, then, is he?
Not focused. No.
He's making another full-on film.
As episode 9's being made, he's.
Like I was saying before, I mean, you heard about George Lucas coming in. That Star Wars is ruined as far as the Skywalkers are concerned. They've completely tarnished Luke Skywalker's legacy, and they can't get it back. No matter
they're all dead. They're all dead, aren't they?
So yeah, we've got you know.
I'm just wondering who's brave enough to actually come in and try and fix it. You know.
Yeah, well, it's like J.J. Abrams is having to try and sort it all out, but he can't. Even if he tries to, I don't think he will try to, but he can't now.
No.
Too late. It's fucked.
Let it go. Let it go. In the famous words of Elsa, let it go. It's a shame.
I'm trying to think of the other thing that was why Ryan Johnson was in the news.
It's all come back as fucking we call it Force Ghosts, right? So you have like Anakin, Luke, who else? Yoda, Liam Neeson. Just all come back and like have a party, and then that's it. On what call Kylo Ren? Kylo Ren should just get his balls chopped off or something. That's it. I mean, what else? What? That's probably a better script. That's probably a better plot than what I have in mind.
Yeah, with his lightsaber.
You know what pissed me off? Because I was really looking. I'm not like a hardcore Star Wars fan, but I was looking forward to that film, right? Because I thought, ooh, it'll be good to see like Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
Because at the end of like the Force Awakens, he was in it for like 10 seconds, right?
Yeah.
But I was in the Disney shop, right, with my son, and it had Kylo Ren there with his mask off. You know, like the action figure. The action figure. I was like, what the fuck? I haven't even seen the film yet. I haven't even seen the film yet, but they've got the action figure here without his mask on. So like, I knew straight away it's just some bloke.
The mask is just a gimmick. It's just to make him look cool. That's all it was for.
I thought it could have been some kind of like robot or cyborg or whatever. I had no idea who he was, and then I saw the character, the action figure, and I thought, well, it's just some kid,
some emo teenager.
It just spoiled it. Just spoiled it.
I don't get it. Like everything's just pure marketing. Like that his mask. It's never explained why he's got it on. He just had it on because it looked cool.
Just because it looked good.
Yeah, he should never have took it off. Really, it's like Captain Phasma. That is just that whole character was pure marketing to sell toys. Had no.
So who's he again?
It's a woman. It's Gwendolyn Christie from Game of Thrones. You know, Captain the Chrome Stormtrooper.
Right, yeah.
You not being able to realize who it was speaks volumes because the character is so forgettable, which is a damn shame because I had an actress playing it.
I just remember the actual Stormtrooper was like a female. I thought, oh, that's different. That's cool.
And Gwendolyn Christie's cool as anything. I mean, she's like one of the main characters in Game of Thrones.
I didn't know that.
And yes, it's Brienne of Tarth.
Is it Brienne? Right.
Yeah, tough. But you'd be better off her taking that helmet off than Kylo Ren and actually taking off his.
I would have knew who it was if they took a helmet off.
Exactly.
I didn't realise it was actually her voice.
You could have put anybody in the suit and just let her do the voiceover if they wanted.
Yeah. You never see her face anyway.
But everything's just pure product placement, like the Pogues. What the whole point of them was a bit of comic relief in product placement. That's all they were. Added nothing.
So the young kids.
At least the Ewoks defeated the friggin' Empire. Do you know what I mean? What the Pogues do. Apart from get on Chewie's tits.
Yeah.
Stupid one. Pretty product placement all over. That's all that was. So anyway, Captain Kebab, be quiet. What's going on?
That is me.
Yeah, Dr. Smack Talk. Sorry, Dr. Smack Talk.
No, I went and dug out a couple of old Star Wars books, which officially are canon, but as far as I'm concerned, will be canon until the day I die.
Yeah.
One of the ones I've got was the Han Solo. I've got the three books of the Han Solo trilogy, which when you read them, are pretty much Rogue One.
Yeah, we talked about that, didn't we, when we saw Rogue One?
Yeah, the captain, the rebel captain who the lass in Rogue One works with. That's kind of Han Solo's kind of role, but the roles were kind of reversed. She was the rebel, and he was the sort of the fly-by-night daring sort of smuggler who kind of decided to help out his first love, sort of thing. And that's kind of the way it goes down in the books. And the other book was the Back War, and that was book 4 of the X-Wing series of books, and that was set just after the fall of Coruscant. And it was it's all about how Rogue Squadron, the X-Wing squadron that Luke Skywalker created, went a little bit rogue and booted the former head of Imperial intelligence off a planet she organised a coup on.
As you do.
So,
why not?
We were talking earlier, changing topic away from Star Wars a bit. You mentioned about Iron Man or something earlier. What was the beef with Iron Man? You were saying something about the American flag or something.
No, not Iron Man.
What was it?
The First Man.
The First Man, and it's about
the First Man.
It's about
As a Neil Armstrong.
Neil Armstrong.
Right, yeah. Oh, the new film.
Yeah, and they've taken out that whole iconic
they've taken out the flag
bit where he plants the American flag on the moon's surface. And if you look carefully, you'll notice that none of the spacesuits have the American flag on the shoulder like they did at the time. And I don't even think the rocket has sort of United States of America written on it in anything when it gets shot into space.
That's a bit bizarre, isn't it?
And everybody, and like the directors come out and he released some statement saying, "Oh, we did it because it wasn't just an American thing. There was lots of people behind it and everything." And
it was a freaking German thing.
Like, it was a well,
Jesus.
Take all the Nazi scientists that
how about
one during Operation Paperclip. Werner von Braun and
von Braun, yes.
But they gave them all American. They all were technically Americans. They were given American citizenship and everything.
Born again Americans. Hey.
But I remember watching this documentary, and the guy was going on about how the Second World War didn't end. It just changed locations.
Right. So it went from the ground to space.
No, it went from being like held in Nazi Germany and everything to being that the Nazis then took over America, sort of thing, because took all of them over to America at the end of the war. So.
Yeah, 51. Yeah.
But I mean,
that's weird, man. That's a strange one, not having the flag.
Yeah, it was the space race, wasn't it? If you think about it, it was a race.
It was a race.
The
USSR.
Russians had got there. They've had the star and sickle up there instead of the stars and stripes. But on an interesting point, because of all the radiation on the moon, the actual stars and stripes flag, from what I've read, would actually just be bleached white now. The colours would have been taken away with radiation. So, so technically, the French actually landed on the
moon. Japan, if it's so white with a red circle in the middle. Yeah. You never know. Well, it's just weird having
somebody famous, isn't it?
What's that?
Who's playing Neil Armstrong? in the film?
It's it's what you call him. Who was in
Somebody it's famous in it. I saw the trailer. I can't remember.
What's his name? Who's in I think he's in the new Blade Runner.
Is it
it's
Ryan
Gosling. Ryan Gosling. Right.
He was really famous. I couldn't think who it was.
But he's Canadian.
Well,
it doesn't matter where he's from.
I know. That's I'm just saying. I'm just making a joke.
Oh, right.
That makes a difference.
What's for the French tickler? What's that about? Or is it Father Boa?
Like swingers.
Yeah. She's getting off for a parking with a speeding ticket. Tickling the trooper. Oh God!
Put that foot out.
This is crazy, isn't it? Crazy film. It's not.
He's coughing and he's kissing on it. Messed up, isn't it? Grabbing that tits.
Why not? Oh, I think the kid's gonna drive, is he? No, he's not. He's not.
What the fuck?
Spurbury. Is that the name of the town?
Yeah.
Spurbury.
Spurbury.
Welcome to Spurbury.
Spurbury. That's not bad.
What was on Walking Dead? Welcome to Woodbury?
Woodbury, yeah.
Welcome to Woodbury.
The governor. The governor.
He was annoying.
I like David Morrissey though.
I like him. Just the character. I thought, he's a bit of a douche. Well, he's a good. That's what his job was. But I thought it went on too long. I thought they should have.
Yeah.
Killed them off earlier.
I like that. I like all the governor stuff.
Like the governor.
That scene where he's just sitting all ahead. It's just like messed up.
That's yeah. It's like,
yeah.
Oh, what's that?
What was that?
There's some jingle. I heard some jingle in the background.
Stephen Rustin. Steve, have you not got any ice cubes to eat at this time? Or
me, no.
Ice cubes or the crisp packet open or
nope.
Crunchy crisp packet.
No.
Well, you eating ice cubes last time? Is that what it was?
Ice cubes.
Popcorn. It's not popcorn.
Oh, you're hot. It's super hot. Right.
I was drinking cider as well. So you got to have
cider.
A nice pint of ice with cider.
Cider. Right. I didn't know you liked the cider. Jesus.
Well, did you have a good night the other night, Stephen, for your dad's birthday?
Aye. I had a great night. I turned to my brother. My brother-in-law said to us, "What do you want to drink?" I said, can I have a vodka and ginger ale?" It's
what the hell?
It's actually
cocktails now.
The proper cocktails, classed as a Moscow Mule. And
a Moscow Mule.
A Moscow Mule, yes. Apparently, people claim they're very popular in the White House these days.
It's like I'm in a WhatsApp. I'm in a WhatsApp group called this. You know what vodka and apple juice is called?
Apple juice.
Yeah, it's a frisky bison.
A frisky
bison. I've saw some vodka in the shop called green. Was it green bison or grass? Was it bison grass? Bison grass. Bison grass. Never tried it, but just thought it was a bit weird. Bison grass. I saw some vodka with had like flecks of gold in. That was a weird one.
It's not Grosslager.
Yeah, something like that.
Grosslager and it's awful stuff.
That was odd.
Yeah, I had the worst drink ever with Grosslager in it. In fact, I'm not sure if either one of you. I think Henry. I think you might have been there. It was years ago when we were out and we were in Tilly's bar, and we asked the barman if he could make a burning worm. Were you there?
Can't remember that.
Well, you may still be there. But yeah, I had this app on my phone that had every cocktail in the world on it, basically. And we were just going through looking for stupid names. I love this. He's having a wank trying to time his speed. And we found this one called the Burning Worm.
The Burning Worm.
And it was basically mezcal and Grosslager. And honestly, I don't know if you've had mezcal. It's like a fermented sort of tequila type drink. It's just horrendous. And the bomber made it for it. And I'm just watching this as well at the same time.
What's he doing?
Like, God damn it.
Oh, he's knocking one off there.
The old-fashioned Spixie whack.
Yeah.
Anyway,
whatever passes the time, isn't it? Christ.
Michael Hitchens.
Them night shifts are long. Great. Yeah. Well, what were you saying there?
Sorry. So he made with a load of burning worms.
Right.
Hello, Shirley. And so it was like me, the Pikey. There was like Neil and a few other people. And we drank them, and I swear to God, it was like it smelled like a bin, right? Dude. And it didn't taste much better.
It smelled like hot garbage.
It smelled like hot garbage. And we drank them, and honestly, I swear to God, it was only our Paul that wasn't ill. I was violently ill when I got off I got the taxi driver to drop us off, and I was walking along the street and I just spewed everywhere. It was awful.
Really? Oh,
look at this. What's going on here?
How much did you have? Just the one, or two, or three?
Just one. It was horrific.
What was it made of?
It was just mezcal and Grosslager. It was awful.
Mezcal, what's that?
It's like a tequila. I think it's like a type of tequila. I don't know if it's tequila or something. It's not nice. Like,
no.
Who wants a mustache ride?
I want to Google it. Mezcal. Mezcal worm. So it's a distilled.
Do we still have to keep your Paul away from the sambucas, by the way?
Oh yes, sorry.
Sambuca Paul. I remember them.
The Garvey.
Yeah. It's a flasher. Hey. This film's great.
Cactus, isn't it? The Garvey cactus.
What's that about, like?
He fancies the cop. I think that's what it is. He's trying to get our attention.
No, right. He's just going to get arrested, isn't he?
It's her.
Is it her? Yeah.
He's got like a voice thing.
Ooh. Shirt lifter. That was horrendous. Oh, it is right. Sorry.
Fresh pair of underwear.
Fresh pair of underwear.
Yeah.
He's got his tidy whiteies on. All right.
Yeah, there we go. I've already told me more.
They're in the shaggin' wagon, though. Shaggin' wagon. That's why shaggin' wagon with the wagon looks like. Yeah.
Fashion wagon. Takes the bed.
Mr. Spraggan's passion shaggin' wagon.
Mr. Spraggan, passion wagon. This is where he finds the drugs, isn't it? 22. It's
I've got a 40-inch TV. It's going on the wall.
What's it?
Nevada.
Is it like going to be like a sort of Winnebago type thing rather than work thing?
Yeah. Yes. I think I did actually buy it for work, but now I've got it out. I think I need to get another van for work.
What?
I need two. Well, sell the car, have one van for work and one van for.
Shouldn't it be like insulated and things like that if you're going to sleep in it?
Yeah, it is.
It is. Shit.
Yeah, insulated. Yeah, it's got. It's got 8 plug sockets. 4 USBs.
Oh my god! I have to borrow it off you, Henry.
You'll have a go. Yeah.
Sounds great.
Yeah, we could go fishing now. What the hell is that monkey doing? Is that the monkey?
It's Johnny Chimbo. You'd be watching.
The monkey. Is that the monkey?
What the hell's that noise? I was going to say.
Looks like a monkey peeling his banana, but it looked really.
It's new. It's meant to look like he's like spunking or something.
I look.
Johnny Chimbo.
Nasty that. Like.
My favourite phrase when somebody says something to us and I'm supposed to believe it. I believe that.
Banana milkshake.
Sherbet.
I like to make this hot soup.
Is Super Troopers 2 out on DVD? Is it out?
I don't think it's out on DVD yet, but because I don't think it was only out in the pictures here in June. It's been out for it was out for a while it was out on the 20th of April in America, because you know how they like the old 420.
What's 420?
It's another word. It's another phrase for marijuana.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Marijuana.
Clever. Marijuana. 420. Right. Or 20 of the 4th. I get confused with that.
With what?
With the calendar, with the date. It's like the
putting the wrong way around, isn't it?
It's in reverse to what we do, right?
And we do it day, month, year.
Yeah,
it is a bit stupid, that like.
It's bizarre.
Who's bright eyed? I was put them on first. It just doesn't make any sense. Yeah. At all. Oh, they're locked in.
They're locked in. Oh, nightmare. I think, when I was on Twitter yesterday, I think I was mentioned. What's that? The new lad you were talking about, was it Morph Larkin or something? What was it called?
Grand Moff Tarkin.
Grand Moff Tarkin. I was talking about how that might have been him, it might not have been. But Red Dwarf, and how we should do like
definitely
a video about Red Dwarf, like the best bits, like an overview, and
I'll do that.
Where it starts. I mean, you could go on for hours and hours and hours. Really,
you do a few top 10 moments or something.
Top 10 moments, a couple of best episodes. I don't think I could pick a favorite episode. Actually, it's just there's that many.
You're looking at series 3 to 6.
3 to 6 probably is the golden years, wasn't it? That was the best year.
3 to 6 is the golden years. 100%.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I know. That'll be a tricky one, mate. It'll be tricky.
On Super Troopers 2 was actually part funded by an Indiegogo campaign.
Oh yeah.
All right, really?
Yeah, they put an Indiegogo out in March of 2015 to try and raise $2 million to produce the film, and within 24 hours it had already surpassed the $2 million funding goal.
In 24 hours, right?
24 hours.
That would have been Stifler's fee. Right.
I'm trying to remember what the other Ryan Johnson news was this week. I can't think.
I've been. I tell you what, I have been laughing at. I've been laughing at this whole Nike and Colin Kaepernick thing.
Oh, I know what the other thing was. He's saying he's Trilogy's still going ahead, which is like
what
it's like that meme, you know, that the guy in the building bin, the burning building where he's just drinking his coffee.
Fine. Sat there
I'm not. There's no fire. Everything's fine. Yeah, he's in denial. He's just total bullshit.
What were you going to say?
I was saying that I've been laughing at this whole Colin Kaepernick Nike ads, and they're like, sometimes sometimes you have to sacrifice everything to stand up for your beliefs. And I'm sat here thinking to myself, yeah, getting a multi-million-pound endorsement deal for Nike is really sacrificing everything. Unlike that poor 10-year-old in some Honduran sweatshop who's busy
making it.
Making the trailers for them.
Did you see the video of the guy setting fire to because they were setting fire to their Nikes or something? All these crazies in America, and some guy set fire to them while they were still on his feet.
Christ, he's doing it.
I never get the point in this whole thing. It's like, yes, I'm going to boycott this company, but I'm also going to signify this by burning the shoes I've already given them the money for.
Yeah, you've already bought the shoes.
You've already bought them.
No.
But have you seen the meme that World Class Bullshit has put out today? The meme with Ryan Johnson on it. It's absolutely class. It's got a picture of Ryan Johnson with it's a take on the Nike story. It's got believe in something, even if it means ruining everything. SW, just screw it.
Just screw it.
Just screw it.
We were talking about something the other day, weren't we? We were saying the more and more that you watch The Last Jedi, and the more you watch other Star Wars things.
I'm not watching it again.
The more. No, but I'm saying.
I was going to see how
Christmas time.
I was going to say I would watch it because
Christmas again.
I think Doomcock's doing like a commentary.
For his Patreon, yeah, I see that.
So I might actually have a listen and watch it if.
I don't think he's going to release it. I think it'll just be for his Patreons.
So it's for Patreons. All right. No, I think I'm too poor. I'm too poor to.
I've got too many of them. I couldn't give money to them all.
Yeah. But it'd be funny. It'd be funny to hear him on that.
It'd be brilliant. That's why I think he's been quiet for a while because he's been working on it.
Yeah, he's working hard.
The point I'm making though is that you can see that Ryan Johnson had never ever looked at another Star Wars film.
He doesn't look like a fan, does he? I got the impression he's not really a fan of Star Wars. Like,
yeah,
it's not that he's just jumped at the chance to do the job because this is obviously the best job ever, and you would never get it.
Who was it was talking about the bombers at the start of it, where they're sort of like the most slow, lumbering things ever, yet they all decide to disobey direct order and go and get
right?
It was me on the first stream.
Yeah. And it's like Razorfist said, you know, Admiral Akbar designed a fighter just for this specific purpose of taking on big ships. And it's called the B-Wing, and he gets his model B-Wing and he's waving.
That's true. It's true.
Yeah.
It's like,
does he go into like light speed to ram the Star Destroyer?
Captain Holdo.
Yeah.
Vice Admiral Token Woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could they not just do that with like any ship.
Yeah, like any of the smaller ships that were like.
Just get like some X-wings on autopilot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And just send them into the Star Destroyer.
It's like you've got the big Moncal cruiser that's trying to do a runner. And you've got like the medical frigate that's next to it, plus the couple of smaller frigates that are like providing escort. And it's like, well, why don't you just like evacuate the crews from the two smaller frigates that are getting low on fuel to the bigger ship? and then either have someone to sacrifice themselves or put them on autopilot and have them turn round and then do that exact same thing instead of wasting the biggest, most powerful ship in your fleet.
Yeah.
It's what goes down for.
Oh, that's that. He's just peeled the. He's peeled his mouth off. He
looks like I just realised that guy. He looks like Mark Shopper Reed with a top ship, doesn't he? Neville fucking Bartos.
That was class A. He got him to peel the sticker off his drink, but he had put a hole in the side of it, and all the coke just pissed out. Yeah, I do recognise him off other things.
Reminds me of loads of things.
Aye. Yeah, I can't remember what.
We're talking about Admiral Holdos, so the idea.
So you could take a smallest, light hyperspeed able craft and just fire at anything. Now it's just, but even when she goes through that ship, it destroys all the ships, which I didn't understand. Like all the ships in that vicinity get cut off.
That's because the ship when it hits Snoke's flagship, it like blasts through and then shatters into several. It's like a shotgun blast, isn't it? It goes through and blows out, and it's just like scatter shots everything that's behind it.
But it's so.
Yeah, and it's quite obviously it's being made.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate. Yeah, I was just going to say it's obviously you can just say it's blatantly made by people who don't even like Star Wars.
I was just thinking how that attack blows up all the ships, like off a ricochet, but it doesn't blow up the escape and like sort of, the escape pods.
The escape pods. Yeah. Yeah, right. Aye. No, I can see it.
It's because the escape pods are like behind it, if you know what I mean. It's like the escape pods away from in the opposite direction.
Stop making excuses, man.
No, the shockwave what it does to obliterate everything, really. I mean, people used to take the piss out of like the Phantom Menace, but you could still see that he actually like loved and cared for the story.
Oh,
like George Lucas, right? Yeah, he tried his best. He tried his best, and
the overall story of the prequels is brilliant. It's
pretty good. But now you can just tell, like they just didn't give a shit about Star Wars. They just want to make money,
or continuity, or being they're just fucking
right. Any outside and chuck a few lightsabers in, and
the problem is they didn't even do that.
Say the Force a few times, and then that'll do. All right.
The best thing about Star Wars is what makes it different from other sci-fi, and that's the fact that it's like fantasy in space. It's
the Force, isn't it? It's mystical, really. It's like it's a religion, isn't it? Mystical and
basically Disney don't use any of those elements. They don't.
Yeah.
If they do, they tease you with them. Like I was talking about the last time, they just tease.
You were saying they're just teasing. You never get what you want.
Don't get them out.
I don't do it.
It's not right.
Correct.
Sexy guy. So you go to a strip club and you keep the bra neck on. It's not good.
Yeah, I'll pay you. I'll pay you what you want, but
you pay top dollar.
No nipples. No nipples. No.
Right.
It's like going into a strip club and they don't take the bra or knickers off, and they've all got bullet wounds and C-section scars.
Oh God. Oh, too late. It's the
Tuesday afternoon crew.
Too late at night to have an image like that in my head, mate. Oh.
Well, it is the Disgruntled free after dark. It's like,
oh.
left on this? 37.
Like random said a while ago in a video, it's like going to Starbucks and you don't mind paying. Well, I don't like Starbucks, but Christ, it's expensive, isn't it? And you pay like whatever, £8 or something for a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
But you know what you're getting. You know you're getting the good coffee, But then there's like the actor who plays Mud on Discovery was taking a piss. He was saying, I will not give CBS my $6 a month, but I'll give Starbucks $6 for a cup of coffee, And the guy, but if it was good, people would pay it. It's not about like $6 or £6, £6. It's like you wouldn't go to Starbucks and expect like pissy dishwater,
Someone say
you know where you're getting. But yeah, I can't believe it. I can't believe when he was saying that. It's like so we're just like subscribe to every fucking program, every TV show. So we'll have like Netflix. What do you call it? You got Netflix, CBS. What's the other ones? You got Now TV.
Amazon Prime. You got Now TV.
Millions of them. So we'll just give $6, $6 or £6 a month to watch every TV show.
No.
Awesome.
I'd say this Disney streaming service, I mean, it's dead before it even works.
It's not going to work. No, I think CBS All Access is just going to it's just failing, I think.
They can't even show the original Star Wars, apparently. I mean, what the hell?
It's on Ted Turner, isn't it?
Aye. He's got the rights to for the next 6 years or something. What the So it's just, what's the point?
It's on Netflix. I've seen... I'm sure I've seen Star Wars on Netflix.
It's been on and off. The content's different throughout the world as well. I mean, we get quite a watered down version of Netflix in the UK. It's just
all right.
I think all the Star Wars films are on Netflix. I think or some are anyway.
I think there's a few Star Trek films on Netflix.
Oh,
I think they're coming off soon. Probably going on to CBS.
You get CBS in this country, can you?
Yeah, can't think. Well, actually, because Discovery's on Netflix as well. So I suppose over here we're paying for Netflix.
It depends where you are. They do deals depending on your country. It's a bit like I don't think they had like the Force Awakens on Netflix for a while, but then it disappeared. They've never had The Last Jedi on. I think it's because they broke out a deal with Sky to show them. And Sky's got an exclusive
it's just too disorganized. It should just be, just
all over the place, isn't it?
All over the place,
Look at this.
What's the other bulletproof? Bulletproof cock.
I've just been reading about on the trivia on IMDb about this, and when they filmed this scene, it was actually outside a real prison, and he was standing there, wearing nothing but the cup, and he's bare on showing. Apparently the prisoners were pressed up against the fence, shouting at him the entire day.
Well, the whistling, wolf whistles. That's the best ass I've seen in 10 years. I think we went well past the 45-minute mark.
Yeah.
How you feeling, Mac? Good enough to fuck your mother.
Looks like something off Jackass. Remember Jackass?
Rabbit's trying not to throw up, yeah.
That'll hurt. Oof.
Look at this, man.
Is he going to shoot? Oh, he's going to shoot him.
Oh God, I can see his nutsack.
Sick motherfucker. That's the best line in the movie, though. When he says it, you're a sick motherfucker.
We also use blanks. You're a sick fucker back.
Why did he shoot the window?
Because he thought there was blanks in the gun.
Oh, there were blanks.
The gun over there, pull the trigger, and go blank. Just bang, and nothing happens.
Yeah, just took the window out.
Took the window with his real bullets.
Right.
That on your ass kissing boots. It's Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. Where's that? Which one? Oh, the original.
It's actually Wonder Woman.
Oh, I thought you meant the new one. Oh, right, yeah.
I think I'm in. Is it Linda?
Linda Carter?
Carter, yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, Linda Carter.
Yeah.
Linda Carter.
Yeah. New Wonder Woman looks good. I've not seen it yet.
I've never seen the first one.
It's supposed to be good.
Yeah, it's supposed to be good.
Yeah, good. I watched I watched Batman versus Superman.
That's supposed to be horrendous.
That was awful. It was awful. I watched Suicide Squad. And I had to turn it off after about 20 minutes.
It's not good, like.
That was really bad. They just try to cram like all these different characters into one film without giving them any backstory. They just rushed it. It's like with Marvel, each character gets his own film. So you know, like when they come together, you know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
But with Suicide Squad, it's just these fucking random people coming in, and it wasn't explained or anything. It was just weird.
Oh, here's an interesting
turned off. Oh,
you know how you're asking who the captain of the local police was, and he played a SWAT communicator in The Silence of the Lambs, and the Highway Patrol captain, and then Brian Cox played Hannibal Lecter in Manhunter. This is kind of little link in there.
I watched Manhunt now. God, when I was young, it scared the shit out of me.
Manhunter.
I remember Brian Cox from the film.
I remember him, first time I saw him was X-Men 3, I think.
Oh God, he's been on loads.
I think he takes Wolverine, and I think he's the one who sort of experiments on him.
He's a bad guy, isn't he?
I think he's the one who gives him his clothes. Yeah,
he is. He's also in The Bourne Identity, and
he's in that.
He's the bad guy in The Bourne Identity.
He is.
Yeah, Bourne Supremacy. So, one of them. One of the Bournes.
First three, wasn't
it? What's he doing with the bear? Christ. Getting friendly with the bears. Oh, quality. I wonder how it took so long to get a sequel made. It's hilarious.
Megatech.
That looked like improvised.
2 minutes.
It looks like they don't have a script. I think the whole film's just improvised.
I think it probably is.
Well,
24.
Broken Lizard, the guys are like an improv comedy team, aren't they?
No. Written by, like, just be like improv.
Written by no one.
in this like
written by on the spot.
In this like montage Yeah.
On the spot. Oh, he's thrown up. Oh, that was minging.
He's actually in the outtakes. You can see he's actually making himself throw up.
Oh, that's dedication to your art, that, isn't it? Dedication. What's happening now?
It's supposed to be bags of
bags of weed.
It's supposedly bags of reefer that the local coppers didn't realise were there.
Right, they're trying to get them out of the office premises.
But
the monkey.
So smug feature.
Monkey milkshake. Oh. So is Wonder Woman? Is she like she's a governor?
Governor. Pretend to be the state's governor, right?
So that's not going to go down well, really, is it? No.
Chopper Reed. Never fucking balance.
Great Tash. Great Tash.
It's like a night Chopper Reed. It's unreal.
Yeah.
Fucking Chopper. Bye.
You can just tell he's not even acting, really, is he? He's just being like that.
He's just like that.
That's just him, anyway. Yeah.
So I think I was saying before, come on the live stream that been for your recorded videos of like a shortened down intro for you.
Yeah.
So it'll be sorry. I'm away the next 2 days, but I'll have it done at the weekend. You can have a listen to it. See what you think.
Have a butcher's like. Aye. It'd be good if it sort of like starts with the intro then.
I think it's about 20 seconds, 25 seconds.
Right.
It just, I think it's about 20 seconds long. So, yeah.
Class, good, like.
It took us 20 minutes to make.
Really, that's amazing. You should kept it for one of your albums.
No, it's a bit of a different vibe. It's a
rock quality. It's just quality. Have they all been sacked? They've all lost a job.
I think, yeah.
Or they've been they've been suspended.
No, they were closing the station down, weren't they, for budget cuts?
And they thought the big hall was going to get them in a new budget, but the other cops have feasted. What a sponsorship.
Is it Mr. Denim, isn't he? Seen where he went? Denim jacket, denim shirt, denim.
He isn't double denim, he's triple denim.
Triple denim.
He's triple D.
He's wearing a Canadian. He's
like a advert, walking advert for denim.
He's wearing a Canadian tuxedo, denim down.
Denim tuxedo.
You just insulted the whole nation of Canada.
Get denim tie. Great.
Turncoat for look at him. Stinks like
is he a scab? Is he stayed?
Scab.
He's a scab, isn't he? Scab. Alright, denim shirt and denim coat. Gee.
Yeah, turncoat.
Yeah. What a motherfucker.
Is there any more? He's back.
What's that?
Is there any more news stories caught your attention this week? Anything else happening in the world of popular culture?
Well, I'm always looking at Wheel of Time stuff because the TV shows it's in early production. Like,
what's it going to air on? Like
Amazon. I say Amazon have got the Lord of the Rings as well.
How about that? They'll actually make that into a TV show.
They paid $250 million just for the rights, right?
Jeez.
And they've like signed on for 5 seasons that they've got to make.
Right.
I know, just sounds crazy, doesn't it? But there's also the Wheel of Time being made. And there's like early scripts and I think one of the writers is called Rafe Judkins. So I think they're trying to keep them away from each other because people might think that they're quite similar. But they're not really. They're not. But I think like to the general public, like the casual viewer, will probably think, this is a fantasy show. That's a fantasy show. So I think they're just trying to keep them out.
They'll get probably the same rush. It's like jumping on the Game of Thrones bandwagon now with TV fantasy. It's like everything gets told with that brush, and if you don't,
if it's not going to be the top draw quality, it'll just get dropped, won't it? If it's not amazing, it'll just go the same way as like the Chronicles of Shannara, Legend of the Seeker. That was
oh my god.
So that'll be good. That'll be good. Like Game of Thrones raised the bar.
We should watch an episode.
Oh
Legend of the Seeker, just to absolutely rip it apart.
The last episode.
Talk about disgruntled. Oh my god.
The last episode, right, was about the pillars of creation. And in the books, the pillars of creation were like people who had like literally zero magic in them. Yeah. And they were pillars because they were sort of the founding fathers of like normal like all civilization where magic was like just faded away. But in the TV show, there were actual like stone columns, like Roman pillars.
I didn't get that far. I watched the.
That's like the IQ level of the writers, and they had to like
half of the first season.
I think they had to take something to the pillars, like physically take it to the physical stone pillars to kill the keeper. The keeper.
I was the keeper in it by this thing.
Aye. Dog and Roll, they actually spoke to him. He used to go into this cave and like.
But as soon as I see the guy playing Dog and Roll, because it was him out of Lord of the Rings, and I thought he looks more like Dog and Roll in Lord of the Rings than he does.
Long white hair.
Long white hair.
Long white hair. They changed him to short black hair. It's like why? And then
they put him all in red, give him black hair, made him his brother rather than his father. And I was
just totally changed it. Why change it?
Like, why did you buy the rights if you're just going to change everything? It's just made no sense. And it was so much cheap, like really cheap, really badly written. It was like filler episodes. It was nothing like the books at all. It was like, why did you bother even purchasing it? The books are like proper epic adult fantasy. Like,
well, that's what Wheel of Time is.
I know it is. It's the same. I hope it doesn't go down that road. Like, but we've learned the lessons. It seemed to have with Game of Thrones.
I think the Stone of Truth. It's like a sort of it's like a poor imitation, really. Because obviously we read that. We read that first. Yeah. We read that first, and then now after reading Game of Thrones, and then now reading Wheel of Time, it's like Wheel of Time was like the first one, and all the rest are like imitations.
I know there's a lot of similarities between the Wheel of Time. There's a wall every other, I'm obsessed with walls, and it's like
the magic system's great. It's like there's a male side and a female side,
right?
Well, basically, it's like Time's a wheel, obviously, and civilization like evolves. So imagine like hunter gatherers, and then they evolve to like our time, and then it goes to like the space age. I think it's a bit.
I've read the Wheel of Time. I've read a couple of Wheel of Time books.
Okay, all right, great. And then obviously society collapsed, so it's like there's all this like forgotten knowledge that people have lost, and I think there's only women who can actually use magic,
right?
Because all the men go crazy, they went insane. But I think one will like be reborn to save the world, and he's like called the dragon. He's not like a literal dragon, just the MI. So it's basically it's great because it's like a really similar story, really, because like from the first book to the last book, basically there's this big fight coming at the end, but the story is like, how does this kid get from being like a kid to basically the like the Messiah, like Jesus? How does he save the world? Basically that's it. But obviously it's so much more complicated. But the basic premise is that this kid's got to save the world because he's it's like due to prophecy and all that. And how does he do it? It's great. So he has to like unite the world and conquer the different countries, make all the armies like fight on one side, and but I will say, I mean, when the show comes out, it'll probably be it'll be a stripped down version because it's far too complicated. Far too complicated to make all that into one show. It's just if they want to go down the route of like Disney and make it just piss poor.
Well, I hope
like,
not.
I know.
Or anything getting made
do it justice, stick to the books and make it up there with Game of Thrones,
Yeah, hopefully.
Because basically it's just like Game of Thrones but with loads of magic. If they made it that good, if the production was that good, it'd be great.
I know. Should take it up, probably because they're making a spin-off of Game of Thrones, aren't they?
Yeah, I think that they said they just wanted to stick to the Game of Thrones universe. Yeah,
don't need to dabble anywhere else.
Dabbling in different things.
Rock and roll. They're doing a deal on the dodgy cops.
Yeah. Ursula.
That's my car. That's my girl.
That's my car.
It's just stupid. Also, we're debating earlier on our favourite episode of Red Dwarf.
Red Dwarf, yeah.
If you had to pick one.
If I had to pick one, I can't. I literally can't. How can you? You can't. I can't pick one. I could pick probably a top 5, but it'd all be like number 1. You know. I think. Well, we'll have to leave it for another.
I keep thinking that. I think it's like I was thinking before. I was thinking of like back to reality, but then I was thinking dimension jump and
dimension jump.
I was thinking
polymorph.
Meltdown.
Polymorph.
Polymorph's amazing.
Rimmer World.
Yeah. Oh god. Terraform.
Terraform. Terraform is class. Here lies self-respect. Died age 15.
Courage died age 12.
Yeah. Yeah, he lies. I can't remember. It was like, was it Dignity? Yeah, lies Dignity. Died age 5.
It's amazing idea. The ratings is awesome.
Over there, Waxworld. Waxworld was a good one.
It was a Meltdown. It's not Meltdown.
Meltdown, yeah. That was Meltdown, yeah. And what's the one where the hollow ship? That's a class idea. That.
Hollow ship. It was Demons and Angels.
Yeah. Even
Marooned. How good that was Marooned.
Marooned. Oh, when he cuts his guitar out. Oh, class. Burn them. Burn the chess piece. Burn them all.
Your guitar was made of camphor wood.
What's that smell? What's that smell?
Definitely.
What about even some of the ideas were class? Like
I think I'll do a video on it, and then what I'll do is we'll watch the number one. We'll watch it. And we'll do a live stream on.
Yeah, even some of the ideas like Future Echoes, where they're traveling so close to the speed of light, the causality is reversed. They're saying things that will happen. That's just
series 2 early on. That one.
Pretty close to the bone. Pretty close to
actually series 2. Confidence and paranoia.
Our first recorded video is now live on the channel.
Haha!
It went live as we were live.
Yeah,
it's live now. So I've got no viewers though.
If in case people were wondering why I'd gone quiet there.
You think go quiet? I know.
Yeah.
It went live. I thought we went live like at the start. Or not live.
Yeah, we're live.
No, we're live.
I've uploaded the video, which is now live for people to watch.
I thought it already was live.
No, he's uploaded the video with the dodgy audio.
Oh, right. Got you. Yeah, I do it. The Red Dwarf one. That'd be class.
Alright, so we should do a video on my top 10, and then we'll collab and do it, and then we should watch whatever the pick was involved. Probably the top 3. Watch the top 3.
Yeah. Because they're only on like 20 minutes each.
Yeah, good easy.
So watch 3. Just it'll be a tough one. That's a tough one, man. Trying to choose top 3, like.
Be difficult.
The Inquisitor.
Oh, the Inquisitor. Oh
God. Inquisitor.
Hi. Take
Rimmer 2. Was it Rimmer Squid?
Rimmer Squid. What's the one with Mr. Phil? I can't think
What's the one where he's what's the one where there's no crime? You can't commit a crime because if you say you're trying justice. They're in a justice field where if you try and like damage like a chair, if you try and smash a chair, that transfers to like over your back. You'll smash it over your own back. A bit similar to the new episode of I watched a few weeks ago called they had a Karma drive, like a Karma engine. So if you done like anything good or bad, you got punished for it.
Yeah. The last series was pretty good, actually. The one before that wasn't so hot, but the last series was pretty good.
Another one. The new ones where he has to I think Lister has to steal his own kidneys from his future self or from his past self. He goes back in time to steal his kidneys.
That's right.
That was clever. That was a good one. On Rimmer, what's the Officer Rimmer?
What do you call it? What was it? I forgot the name of the episode where the pictures are. They can go step back in time.
Oh, they jump back into the photograph because it's mutated. Yeah, that's great. All right.
Brilliant.
I think we've got the end of this film, lads. I think all right. We've got the end of it.
It's the song. That was the end.
Yeah.
Not really a commentary.
I think it was going to be. I thought we were planning on just stopping halfway through, but just got caught up in the moment.
Once we got going, when the crack started.
You can't stop.
Yeah.
I'll have to look for the second one. What's he drawing his face? Mommy loves me. Well, I've had.
It's been a blast, lads.
I think we've had far too much fun.
We'll have a think about what we want to.
I don't think we're disgruntled enough. Right.
We'll try the film.
We'll have to try and watch, or we'll have to just look for something really bad. Maybe a Legend of the Seeker.
I think it's like Legend of the Seeker. I think get hold of a copy of it. Yeah.
That's a doozy, that one. What was the
watch?
Maybe Suicide Squad. So try and watch that. I got the 20 minutes, and it's very rare I turn a film off. But I got in 20 minutes, and I thought, this is just shite. This
Tell you what, I've never seen Batman vs Superman. Right? It's supposed to be terrible.
That was all right. It was not too bad.
Watch that, and you can see if you can convince the.
Oh no. Yeah. I don't think it's sort of not good enough to go through as a good movie, and it's not bad enough to put yourself through it like for fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd love to think of something worse than that.
It's just meh.
It's all right. It's all right.
We'll think of something really bad, and we'll set a tweet out. Right.
Yeah. Aye. What's that? Paradise Pig? Christ.
Any final words?
That's fine. Tickle that bell. Tickle that bell.
Tickle the bell.
Tickle that bell. And stay disgruntled. Stay disgruntled.
Like, subscribe, and stay disgruntled.
Stay disgruntled. I'm sure there'll be more stories in the next few days.
Yeah.
Execs taking the piss. It just seems to be coming thick and fast, doesn't it? There's just more things to get pissed off with. There is, aye.
Yeah, try to have fun with it as well.
It's like a therapy. Talking about it, it's get you through the day.
Right, fellas, I'm going to sign off now.
Cheers.
No problem. Catch everybody later.
See you on the flip side. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.